A Senate confirmation hearing is now underway for Dr. Rachel Levine, President Joe Biden's pick to serve as Assistant Health Secretary, who would make history as the first out transgender federal official to be confirmed by the Senate. Democratic Senator Patty Murray, the chair of the Health, Education, Labor and Pensions Committee, rebuked GOP Senator Rand Paul, saying that he had made harmful misrepresentations after he appeared to equate gender confirmation surgery with genital mutilation. Paul began his questioning by saying, "Genital mutilation has been nearly universally condemned," and then went on to say, "Dr. Levine, do you believe that minors are capable of making such a life-changing decision as changing one's sex?" Levine responded by saying, "Transgender medicine is a very complex and nuanced field with robust research and standards of care that have been developed. If I am fortunate enough to be confirmed as the Assistant Secretary of Health, I will look forward to working with you and your office and coming to your office and discussing the particulars of the standards of care for transgender medicine." Later, Murray criticized the line of questioning, saying to Levine, "I appreciated your thoughtful and medically informed response to Senator Paul's questions earlier in the hearing. It is really critical to me that our nominees be treated with respect and that our questions focus on their qualifications and the work ahead of us rather than on ideological and harmful misrepresentations like those we heard from Senator Paul earlier, and I will focus on that as chair of this committee." The hearing to consider Levine's nomination comes the same day that the House is slated to vote on the Equality Act, which will amend the 1964 Civil Rights Act to protect people from being discriminated based on sexual orientation and gender identity in employment, housing and other services, as well as access to public accommodations such as restaurants. On Thursday afternoon, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer addressed some of the despicable comments made by a few Republicans about trans people, without naming them. "Their attacks on trans people in the transgender community are just mean. Mean," the New York Democrat said sternly. "And show a complete lack of understanding, complete lack of empathy. They don't represent our views and they don't represent the views of a majority of Americans. Their despicable comments just make my blood boil with anger. If I didn't have a mask you could see my teeth gritting," he said at a news conference ahead of House passage of the Equality Act. Levine previously served as the Pennsylvania Health Secretary under Democratic Governor Tom Wolf's administration. Dr.